Welcome back. A real treat for fans of Sheffield Wednesday and Hull City coming up. We'll be going back to the golden era of the 70s, 1972. That comes later. First, John, with the Premier League news.
And this morning's newspapers reflect the overriding emotion at Elland Road yesterday. Relief for Leeds United after a comprehensive 3-0 home win against Sunderland. As for Sheffield Wednesday, well, it's their former England keeper Chris Woods who makes the headlines. He returned to Hillsborough with new club Southampton to frustrate Wednesday in a 1-1 draw. The Owls' 8th Premiership match without a win. Also this morning, the intriguing possibility that Jack Charlton, who retired as Ireland's international boss earlier this year, is being invited to return to club management with Blackburn. They need someone. They're bottom of the Premiership without a win and play Liverpool at Ewood Park this afternoon. Leeds, meanwhile, are now 5 points clear of the bottom 3. Wednesday cling on in the top half of the table. Like Liverpool, Newcastle play later today as well. Either could go top. Well, now the action from the Nationwide League.
After failing to score in successive home games against Reading, Port Vale and Huddersfield, Wolves came out all guns blazing against Barnsley and took the lead when Steve Bull set up former Bradford City man Don Goodman. Barnsley's response, swift and to the point, Darren Sheridan's corner, John Henry's shimmy and cross, Ariane Dezou's header, and all that just 3 minutes after the Wolves opener. Within another 4 minutes, Barnsley were in front. Scott Jones this time the provider, Hendry with the flicked header. Dennis Pearce's challenge on Clint Marcel had an inevitable result. Neil Redfern left to register his 7th of the season with a penalty. By half-time, Barnsley looked to have the game won. Jones popped over another cross. Nicky Eden got there first to stun the 22,000 plus at Molineux. Danny Wilson had a right to believe his team would win from there, but Wolves came roaring back, and Bull moved into double figures for the season by bundling the ball past Dave Watson. Sadly for Watson, he was also the central figure of Wolves' equaliser. Just 4 minutes left when he missed Goodman's cross. Former Huddersfield favourite Ewan Roberts were there to punish him. Wolves 3, Barnsley 3.
Leaders Bolton are everybody's favourites for an immediate return to the Premiership, and it was fairly plain sailing yesterday, even though they were frustrated when John McGinley's early effort was ruled offside. Huddersfield are still without Brian Horton's 5 major signings. Stewart, Morrison, Payton, Makel and Jenkins all out injured, and they were caught flat-footed when Jimmy Phillips galloped into the box to cross for Alan Thompson to bundle the ball over the line. Thompson also came close to doubling the lead early in the second half when his free kick struck the woodwork, but Town, reshuffled at half-time, gradually fought their way back into the match. They had claims for a penalty when Ian Lawson's shot appeared to strike Nathan Blake on the arm, but the referee was unimpressed and the replay is inconclusive. Despite a much improved second half performance, Town went further behind when Scott Sellers, the former Leeds United midfielder, found McGinley stealing in at the far post. This time there was no offside flag. It could have been worse. Late on, the ever-dangerous Nathan Blake wriggled past Lee Sinnott, only to lift his effort onto the top of the bar. And it remained Bolton 2, Huddersfield 0. And that means that Bolton remain top of the table. They're now 6 points clear following Norwich's defeat at home against Charlton. Barnsley stay 4th. Sheffield United kick off in about 15 minutes at Grimsby, who sacked manager Brian Lords on Friday. Whatever happens this afternoon in John Cockerell's first game in charge...
Wonderfully exploited by Andy Roberts.